The Yankees are afield. Spud Chandler on the mound. Bill Dickey with the tools on, back of the plate. First base is Nick Etten. Finishing up, this is the climax of his first year in the American League after spending 2 with the Phillies in the National. Joe Gordon is at second base. At shortstop, Frank Frasetti. And at third base is rookie Bill Johnson, who has been one of the strong men in the new Yankee cast this year, which moved to its 7th pennant in the last 8 seasons in the American League. The outfield and left is the mighty Charlie Keller. Center field, Johnny Lindell. And in right field, George Steinbach. Boys call him Tuck or Tucker. The first hitter for the Cardinals will be Harry Walker, who's closing out his first full Major League campaign, closing it out with a burst of glory. He hit .295, and I think, unless memory's thrown me, for about a 10-yard loss. He had the longest consecutive game hitting streak of any batter in either Major League this past summer. Harry Walker has a little custom of staining with a dark paint the hitting surface of his bat. It's like he has a two-tone piece of wood. He crouches, a tall left-hand hitter, and takes a slow curve just under the hands, above the knees for a called strike. So far, Chandler has pitched Harry Walker tight, right around the hands. In fact, he has forced Harry to pull, which he has on both occasions, fly balls to right field. Outfield toward right. Harry swings and fouls it right back off Bill Dickey's left knee. The ball then carried off the catcher's underpinning and into the shin guards, third umpire Eddie Rommel. Now, that was one foul tip that caused more damage than just strike 2. 0-2. Chandler taking his time, walks back to the mound. First man up in the 6th inning. It's all tied 2-2. And the big crowd is sort of settled down with tense expectancy, watching to see which ball club will crack. Chandler into a vigorous pumping motion. Kicks, throws, a curve swung on and sharply fouled into the seats behind first base. That really went in there like a bullet. 0-2. Harry Walker stepping in. Guards up plate from behind. He's always fidgety up there, sort of a twitching Tilly. Pulling at his cap, has to get it just right to a minute degree. Has a pitch low outside. Chandler tried to make him go fishing. Harry wouldn't. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First man up in the 6th inning. The Cardinals are wearing for the first time this year their new sweatshirts. There's a foul looped into the stands behind the Yankee dugout, which is on the third base side. The count holds at 1-2. These new sweatshirts have the sleeves stained a cardinal red. Add quite a bit of color to the already colorful and trim appearance of the defending world champions. Walker out of the box, fooling around with that cap. Now he steps in, puts that stick right down by the knob. Chandler delivers, a curve swung on and missed for strike 3. Curve breaking down under the shoulders, and it was slightly taken off of, slowed up a little bit. That is the second strikeout for Spud. His other strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning when he fanned Sanders. Here is Stan Musial, who hit .357 in the pennant race, lead the National League by a very handsome margin. He is 0 for 2. No hits for 2 official at-bats this afternoon. Crouching and takes a high outside fastball. 0-1. The outfield is straight away. Shortstop Cruzetti is a step pinched in toward second base. Otherwise, the defense is straight away everywhere. Musial takes a good curve that's in there. 1-1. This fellow gets way back in the box for a left-hand hitter, grabs that stick down by the end, and then he just absolutely winds up with that bat. However, if you'll notice, he has that stick completely still, high in the air above his left ear when that pitch comes down. Steps up and then takes a change of pace ball high outside, ball 2, and Chandler says he doesn't want to work with that ball anymore. He's accommodated. Right umpire Rommel putting in another one. Chandler rubs it up, slipping his glove. Spud doesn't waste a great deal of time out there. Looks down, takes a sign from Bill Dickey. Chandler pumps, delivers. Fastball swung on, hit down toward second. Here is Gordon upward on a big bounce, throws to first with time to spare, and Musial's out. Second to first. 2 up, 2 down. Top half the 6th inning. Ball game battles on, tied tightly at 2-2. Walker Cooper, who got the first hit of the ball game, was ultimately scored as the first run of the ball game, is up for his third at-bat. Captain and catcher's right-hand hitter. Takes a low, fast curve. Ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Cooper bounced one high off third baseman Johnson's glove back in the second inning. Sacrificed down to second base and scored on Statsmarian's double. Has a fastball over. Good call, strike. 1-1. Chandler steps to the back of the rubber for the moment. Billy Southworth talking it up. He's his own third base coach. Mike Gonzalez coaching it first. The pitch is swung on, trickled foul. Across the third base line. 1-2. Nobody on. Chandler working deliberately. And one thing that I've noticed this afternoon, apparently it is each team's strategy not to let a pitcher stand out there and make a batter wait too long. As soon as a pitcher starts taking too much time, the batters for both clubs have stepped out immediately. Chandler now works and misses high outside with a screwball. He tried to break that pitch outside and back into the plate. Just missed it. 2-2. Spud using more deliberation between pitches than at any time this afternoon. Pitches 2-2s. There's a high foul ball coming up and back into the stands. Still 2-2. Chandler rubbing up a new ball, standing at the rear of the mound. Blows on the fingers of his pitching hand. Looks into the ground. Now delivers again. 2-2. A curve swung on, fouled up and back. Right underneath us. Almost about a foot higher, and she'd have come right into this Mutual Gillette broadcasting box. Cooper, square stance, swinging from the end. He's a big fellow, over 6 feet. Swings, hits a fastball sharp at his short. Cruzetti juggles it, recovers, and then can't throw. And Cruzetti is handcuffed by this ball hit at him at shortstop by Walker Cooper. And the big catcher is safely on at first base. 2 out, top of the 6th inning in the game, tied at 2-2. It's an error for Cruzetti. So this gives the Yankees their second error. It's 2 runs and 2 errors for each team. Wanda Kurowski, who put the curtains on the series last year, right here in this ballpark. It was an overcast afternoon. Through the mist and fog, Kurowski hammered one into the left field stands. That broke it up. He's a strong, blonde, right-hand hitter. Swings and fouls one right back into Bill Dickey's mask. Strike one. 2 men out. Kurowski up. Everything even in the column that counts. Runs, 2 apiece. Chandler pitches. Kurowski swings, hits a ground ball. That second baseman Gordon is up with throws to first. Kurowski's out. Trying to hit behind the runner and into right field. He bounced out. Second baseman to the first sacker. No runs, no hits, 1 man left, and 1 error. That's the story for the top half of the 6th inning, and it is still 2-2. Friends, over at the New Yorker last evening, where the Cardinals are staying while they're in town, I had a chance to show Stan Musial how Gillette technicians make absolutely certain that the Gillette Blue Blade is factory sharp when you buy it. Now, maybe you've never noticed, but every Gillette Blue Blade is anchored to its waterproof wrapper in such a way that the edges cannot touch or rub against the paper. Stan didn't know, and perhaps you don't either, that a razor blade can be dulled in its own package. But that's the fact, and the reason that loosely wrapped blades are easily ruined in handling and shipment. Next time you take a new Gillette blade out of its envelope, note how firmly it's anchored, how safely its edges are protected. That's one of many reasons this far superior blade always shaves you more smoothly and comfortably than those of ordinary manufacture. For the 6th inning, the Cardinals afield. The Yankees will present in this order: Cruzetti, Johnson, and Keller. Max Lanier on the mound. Catcher and Captain Walker Cooper. Back of the plate, the infield is Sanders at first. Second, Klein. Shortstop, Slats Marion, the octopus. He just gobbles up everything, hit his direction. And at third, Karowski. Now here's the first pitch coming down to Crissetti, right-hand hitter, who swings on it, and it's a line drive that Karowski knocks down, recovers, throws to first. Not in time. A close play on which Sanders turns and makes a kick to first base umpire Beans Reardon, but Reardon quickly walks away and Sanders doesn't follow up. And Crissetti is on. He had a high line drive. Karowski went up beautifully and got his glove on the ball but couldn't hold it. Knocked it down. Chased it a couple of steps. Threw into the dirt. Sanders made a beautiful pickup at first base. However, not in time, and it is a base hit for Frank Crissetti. Swing on the first pitch ball. Open the last of the sixth inning. Game all tied. Totals are identical now at 2-4-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for each team. Bill Johnson up, and the Cardinals, of course, have to look for a bunt. And there it is, pushed down toward first base and fouled. Johnson trying to move Crissetti down to second with a bunt. Fouled it off. Strike one. The outfield for St. Louis is Danny Latwala. In left field, in center, Harry Walker. And in right field, Stan Musial. Musial last year, if you recall, played left field here at the stadium in the series. Right field was held down by Country Slaughter. There is a pitch outside. Johnson leaning as though he would bunt, then took it when he saw it was not in the strike zone. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Everything counts. The game isn't in its final stages by any means, but it's no longer so very young. Last of the sixth inning, all tied, 2-2. Vanille throws to first. Crissetti steps back on. Karowski in close, bunt third base. Sanders ready to dash in. There's a bunt foul across the first base line again. There was a high inside pitch. Johnson holding his bat right across the letters on his uniform blouse. Tried to butt it. Couldn't straighten it out. 1-2. Johnson digs in. Lanier in no hurry. Crissetti steps down off first. Infield up 1 or 2 steps. There's a swinging, bounding ball that is through in the center field. There's Crissetti around second base and then holds on. The throw goes toward third, and Crissetti stays put at second on a base hit. And Johnson comes up with his second World Series safety. He had a beautiful bunt his last time up, and so the rookie now has 2 for 3, and activity begins down in the Cardinal bullpen. Laurie Dixon is down there. Charlie Keller stepping in. Runners at first and second. There's a curve away from him outside for ball 1. Takes a curve ball over for a called strike. 1-1. Charlie's all business up there. Carves that plate from behind. Shows that stick about an inch. Runners lead off first and second, nobody out. Keller swings and hits a high fly ball into short right field. Musial waits under it, makes the catch, and the runners stay where they were. Crissetti at second base, and of course Johnson at first. That's 1 out. Put out for the right fielder. And here is Joe Gordon stepping in. The Yankees this year hit for a team total 100 home runs, which is the 19th consecutive season they have hit 100 or better home runs a year. And that they hit 100 was due to Joe Gordon, who with the club started at 99, on the next to the last day of the season hit that 100. And then the next Yankee home run was Gordon's home run back in the 4th inning. Joe's 1 for 2. Hit the big one his last at bat, right-hand hitter. Curveball is good above the knees for a called strike. 0-1. Outfield around toward left. Crissetti off second base. Johnson off first. Near in position, checks to run at second. Now pitches. Gordon swings and misses. Low curveball under his hands. Strike 2. Apparently Gordon has been up there with a hit on all the way. 0-2. Fletcher hollering something to Crizzetti, pushing him down off second. Here's the pitch. It is low and bounces into the air and gets away from Walker Cooper. He can't find it, and Lanier goes for it. Here is Crizzetti coming for the plate, and he scores. And down to third base goes Johnson. A run is in. A low pitch hit the ground in back of the plate and hit part of catcher Cooper's glove and bounced high into the air, as high as the top of a two-story house. And Walker Cooper ran over toward the Yankee dugout. He couldn't find the ball. He was completely mystified. It was up in the air all the time. He never thought to look there. He was looking on the ground, and he couldn't find it. The ball was in the air. And when he finally found it, the ball landed just and rolled toward the Cardinal dugout in that general direction. So Cooper never got there. Lanier himself came down to recover and threw the ball back to the plate to Kowalski, who came up. But by that time, Crizzetti had come across to score, and Johnson went to third, and it is a wild pitch charge to Lanier. And it is 3-2, favor the Yankees. One man out. Johnson, who was on first just a pitch ago, is at third. And it is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gordon. Infield up. Joe swings, fouls it into the ground, and it is still 1-2. And that was a wild pitch that really was wild. It was low as it went over the plate. It hit the ground and hit the catcher's mitt, and then bounced up into the air, and as it hung there, the Yankee runners took a notch. And then when they realized that the ball couldn't be found for the moment, they came on and took another one. 2-base wild pitch. Gordon crouches and swings, hits a high foul ball out of the park behind third base, up and over the stands. Crizzetti has really led a charmed life out there on the bases. He got on through an error, stole second base, and his path of stealing it in the fourth was very easy because the catcher overthrew in the center field. Then he was moved around on a single and a double play. Here he just scored from second base on a wild pitch. Gordon swinging, fouls another one back. Still 1-2. Outfield very much toward left. The biggest hole is right center. Lanier is used to going his best when the going is the toughest. He's bearing down out there. Cardinal infield in close, trying to keep this runner on at third. The pitch to the plate, swung on and missed for strike 3. And Lanier used a knuckleball and struck out Joe Gordon. That for Max is his 7th strikeout. And that's the all-important second out with that man roosting at third base from the standpoint of the Cardinal defense strategy. Here's Bill Dickey up, 0 for 2. Thrown out third to first in the second inning and popped to short in the fourth. A 10-hitter. Infield now back. Dickey swings, hits a bounding ball foul behind third base. Strike 1. Bob and Bill and I very anxiously awaiting the official figures on this crowd. We have an idea, looking around, seeing the fact that there are no seats, that this may be the World Series crowd of history. Both as to attendance and as to money. Lanier, ready to work again, delivers over for a call, second strike. 0-2. Dickey turns and walks out of the box. Now gets in again. Last of the 6th inning. The Yankees have forged ahead on that very odd and eccentric wild pitch. Bounced high into the air. Walker Cooper couldn't find it. Dickey takes a curve low outside for ball 1. 1-2. Johnson taking his lead off third base in foul ground, so if hit by a batted ball, he would not be automatically out, bogey in fair ground. A throw, swung on, and there's a looper going into short right center, and it's in for a base hit. Johnson scores, and Dickey holds on. A Texas League single in the short right center field. Klein went back just at top speed, but he was a half step away. Harry Walker could not come in, and Stan Musial was locked out. He had no chance. And Dickey drops one in. So it is now 4-2. Favor the Yankees. Run batted in for Dickey. Johnson scores. All these runs in the 6th, these 2, are to be scored as earned. 4-2. Favor the Yankees. Here now is Nick Atton. Left-hand batter. Sharp curve is good above the knees for a call strike. 0-1. Near hanging in there. This has been a rough inning for him. This last of the sixth. The Yankees now lead 4-2. There's a pitch high, and it is ball 1. 1-1. Outfield toward right on Etten. He's no stranger to the Cardinals and Lanier, and vice versa. The pitch inside. Knuckler. Ball 2. Lanier peering down intently, taking the side walk of Cooper. The pitch is swung on. There is a fly ball into short left center. Litweiler comes over, and the left fielder grabs it for the out. So the Yankees in the sixth inning picked up 2 runs, 3 hits. With 1 man left. There were no errors, and that ends the sixth inning.
Friends, government regulations prevent us saying anything about the weather here today, but this we can ask. Why be cold this winter? It's up to all of us to get ready right now for the tough weather ahead. Fuel, coal, oil, and gas is going to be scarce, mighty scarce. And when you save fuel, you help add to the supply needed for fighting the war. And you help release manpower and equipment needed for the same purpose. Now here's how to save fuel for your country and assure warmth and comfort for the family this winter. First, keep temperatures at 65 degrees during the day. Don't heat unused rooms. Keep windows closed. Draw window shades at night. Shut off heat when weather permits. Keep furnace in top condition. Use less hot water. Remember, fuels are weapons of war. Save your share. Don't leave this job to George. Everybody must do his full share, or a lot of us will be cold this winter. So save fuel in the simple, easy ways I've mentioned.
Chandler has never won a World Series game. Chandler delivers, and Sanders swings, hits a line drive. It's in the right field for a base hit. A sharp single. Long single, driven into right field, as the Cardinals hope that this will be the beginning of a successful counterattack on their part. Single to right. These 2 great clubs go battling along. Here now is Danny Litweiler. Strong right-hand batter, who is another Major League ball player that you can say is a surgeon's gift to the game. Litweiler takes strike. A few years ago, and he was a minor league player, he hurt a knee so badly that several Major League clubs gave up wanting him as a prospect. Phillies picked him up and paid for the operation, and thus they got a Major League ball player. Litweiler takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Danny was dealt to the Cardinals, you recall, after the season opened this year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanders stepping down off first base. Etten holding the bag against him. Chandler delivers a curve on the outside. Litweiler lets it go. Ball 2. 2-1. The score is 4-2 in favor of the Yankees. Some message is being sent down to the St. Louis bullpen. Cardinal bat boy just been skipping down there to carry a few words. Chandler pitches inside and high for ball 3. Litweiler represents the potential tying run, so Chandler, of course, has to be very careful. The runner on at first base, nobody out, 3-1 count. That message to the bullpen was for some of those relief pitchers to start getting ready in the event that Southworth wanted to pinch hit for Lanier here in this inning. The throw, in for a strike. Litweiler apparently had the take on. He automatically took it, and he sort of automatically went into the batter's offense of taking a step down toward first base to say, oh, gee, there's ball 4. However, Danny didn't even turn around. Then umpire Rama recalled him, and it's now 3-2. The 3-2 pitch swung on as a high fly ball into short center field. Back goes shortstop Guzzetti, and he makes the catch. Returning to first base very quickly is the runner, Ray Sanders. So it is now 1 out. Chandler behind 3-1. Played the next one in, and then came back with a good pitch, which was popped up high to the shortstop. Marion, who cracked that line drive that handcuffed first baseman Etten. went for 2 bases back in the second inning and got in the first run. Marion 1 for 2. Bounced out Joe Gordon to Etten in the 5th inning. Right-hand batter stands well back in the box. Takes a high inside 3/4 speed curve. Ball 1. Southworth continually talking it up from back of third base. He's an indomitable little figure. He had a great deal to do with the success of his ball club. Has a quick curve over, a good one for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Marion, very easy moving. He's so tall he can reach right over into the next county. Steps up, swings and hits a drive down toward the left field corner. It's close to the line. It is just foul. Just missing by a foot, being a home run. Bill Stewart, the third base umpire, set himself. You could see him bracing, following the flight of that ball, marking it against the left field foul pole marker. And you could see plate umpire Rommel, both trained observers, watching that ball like a hungry chicken hawk. And just as soon as it went past that foul pole, out went their hands as though they were geared together. Foul. I think if there's anything that we Americans don't particularly appreciate about our game of baseball, it's the fine work of the umpires. You know, without those fellas, what they bring to the game, and our deep-seated belief in their decisions, we couldn't have baseball. They do a great job. Now it's 1-2. Marion sets. He's going to try it again. Still 4-2 favor the Yankees. Chandler delivers. Pitch inside by the knees. Ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But that was close. Down in the left field corner. Chandler works. Fastball swung on. Foul back. Still 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 man out. Top of the 7th. The Yankees lead by 2 runs. 4-2. Chandler, who wears number 21, is looking for his 21st victory of the year. He won 20 of them in the pennant campaign. Delivers. There's a ground ball hit to Gordon, who's up with it. Throws back to Cazzetti. 1 out. The throw to first. Double play. That double play was a hunting. That's the Yankees' first so far in the 1943 Classic. And it was the quick, easy way. Gordon took Rossetti, those 2 veterans, throwing on to Big Etten at first. Yep. Friends, the quick, easy way is by far the best way to shave. So you just ought to get acquainted with today's easy-shaving Gillette Blue Blade. That double play was the second baseman to the shortstop and on to the first baseman. And now each ball club has one DP to its credit. The Cardinals functioned, and it was an identical double play. Second baseman Klein to shortstop Marion, and on to the first cycle, who's Sanders, back in the 4th inning. The Yankees come in for the last half of the 7th. Lanier on the mound for St. Louis. We'll go over the ball club very quickly. Lanier and Cooper, the battery. Sanders at first base. At second, Klein. Shortstop Marion, and at third, Karowski. In the outfield, Litweiler. In left. In center, Harry Walker, long-legged, and he can go. In right field, Stan Musial. The umpires, Rommel, back of the plate, Reardon at first, Rue at second, and Stewart at third. Johnny Lindell, big towering right-hand batter. Price has been up, and each time Lanier struck him out. First step, last of the 7th, then pitcher Chandler in the top of the order. There's a curveball that hangs on the outside, not coming in enough. Thrown by a left-hander to a right-hand hitter. Ball 1. Lindell, 245, regular season. Swings, hits a high fly ball deep into left center. Litweiler having to go, Harry Walker having to go, and it's center fielder Harry Walker for the catch. Lindell is out. Put out for the center fielder. And here's Chandler coming to the plate. And the applause is growing as he walks up toward batter's box. Spud steps in. He has 1 for 2. He really made a quick profit out of Bob back there in the 3rd inning. Bob said he's a good hitting pitcher. Bang, base hit, just like that. There's a high outside pitch to Chandler that bounces off Walker Cooper's mitt, and it is ball 1. Outfield toward left, couple of steps, infield back. Chandler crouches, swings and misses, and he goes all the way around taking a cut. 1-1. That was an almost unbelievable sight back in the 6th inning, seeing that wild pitch go high into the air. It went up and seemed to hang there, and Cooper, walking around looking for it, couldn't find it. There's a pitch low outside for ball 2. Cooper didn't have his mask off, which is pretty hard to be looking around. Of course, when you have to move in a split second and a jam, it's pretty tough. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Neal stands there, sturdy, stocky southpaw. He's a tough fellow to beat. Delivers. There's a drive hit out toward left center. Litwiler going, Walker going, and Harry Walker, a great one-handed catch. If I didn't know that was Harry Walker, I'd swear that it would have been Terry Moore the way he caught it. Going deep back into the almost extreme depth of left center. Harry Walker, running like an antelope. Pull that one down, reaching high up with his gloved hand. Terry Moore or DiMaggio, the 2 absent center fielders, couldn't have improved on that one. Here now is George Steinbeck, swings and misses. Pitch was up under the shoulders. Strike 1 swinging, and it's 2 out. That is the fielding play so far today. Boy, he was really going for that throw on the outside, and it is ball 1. 1-1. Steinbeck, who is leading off, this left-hander working for the Cardinals, is going 0 for 3. Lined out to third baseman Kurowski in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd. There's a foul back, and it is now 1-2. And then George hit a fly ball to left field of Litwiler in the 5th. Well, you're not going to see a center fielder go any farther than Harry Walker went for that one. He really had wings in his feet. Neal delivers. Fastball swung on a line drive to left field. It's a crisp single for Steinbeck. Litwiler traps it, throws into second, and George holds it first. 2 down, and a single into left field. Hit number 1 for Steinbeck, hit number 7 for the Yankees, and hit number 12 for the afternoon. The Yankees ahead 4-2. Bob, you'll check me on these totals as we go along so we keep them straight and don't get them all tangled up. The batter is Frank Cruzetti. Single his last at bat. 1 for 3. Lanier throws to first. Not in time. Sanders returns. Cruzetti crouches, feet wide apart. Takes pitch outside. Ball 1. Scoring, St. Louis got a run in the 2nd. The Yankees got 2 in the 4th. The Cardinals came back to tie with a run in the 5th. The Yankees got 2 in the 6th. There's a high pop fly behind first base. Sanders backing up along the line makes the catch 1 step inside fair ground. For the Yankees, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. The Cardinals, no errors, and that ends the 7th inning. Men in our armed forces here and abroad are now receiving Gillette blades in a special khaki and green package. It's called the camouflage package and is available only at post exchanges, shipped service stores, and similar military outlets. The blades in this distinctive package are of real Gillette quality from edge to edge. So if you're a soldier or sailor and purchase Gillette blades in the new camouflage package, you get shaves worth writing home about. And this is a ball game that is really worth writing home about.